going on, Diamond Squad? This is your girl, Miss Trey That Gem, coming to you with another Diamond Cut period. This is season 2, episode 2. I am glad that you are tuning in. Now, you know what I always say. If you tuning in with your girl, that means that you need a mother cocktail. Get your ass up and get you a cocktail. Listen, my cocktail of choice tonight is Barefoot Wine Lemonade. I tried the Sutter Home one, so I said, you know what, let me give Barefoot a try. This is not a sponsorship from Barefoot at all. This is spent with my own hard-earned money. Speaking of glasses, this glass here was made by my girl Katrina from .com. Guess who's coming and all that jazz. She is a friend of the show. She's been by the show a few times, and she was also a part of the Authors Wind Down. So y'all go check her out. She makes glasses, she got shoes, she got books, whatever like that. So that's my shout out this time around. If you are trying to expand your mind and you trying to elevate, baby, and you trying to elevate your consciousness, then you need to do me a favor. Go ahead and buy that book right there, Living the Diamond Life. I'm telling you, it is amazing. It's how I transform my mind, and I'm beginning to manifest the things that are gravitating towards, or letting things evolve my way. That's good for me, and I wanted to share my journey with you all. I also have another book called Empowering the Diamond Within. That's how I started. The second book is how I was going, and again, I think I might write another one because I didn't even, life is getting even better, gooder and gooder. Okay. Also, if you are watching me on Facebook and YouTube, I need you to like, I need you to comment, I need you to share. And guess what? I need for you to do. I need for you to follow your girl on Instagram at ThatGemEnt or Miss Trey That Gem, or follow your girl on Twitter at Miss Trey That Gem or at ThatGemEnt, formerly known as at Sapphire Series. Okay, now let's get on into the episode. This is just gonna be us shooting the breeze, talking, getting some things in order, and talking it out. Okay, now let's talk about relationships in the form of are you really forgiving of a cheater? Some people say because you bring up something constantly, you haven't forgiven them, or you can't forgive it. I'm gonna say this. I have, for the first time, I want to say like 4 years ago, I actually, well, I didn't think I cheated, but I cheated on someone. And the reason why I say I don't think I cheated was because they did the same fuck shit to me. And yeah, they did the same fuck shit to me. Matter of fact, they kicked the fuck, like I was saying in the scenario with the other loving and covering with old girl. I had a similar situation. They kicked the fuck shit off. So, yeah. So you get what you motherfucking get. Period. So, but in my defense, it wasn't really me doing it to get back at them. It was me trying to keep the relationship alive, because basically I felt like at that time I didn't want to, it seems like they needed more pleasure at the time that I needed, until I figured out that I can just talk to them and let them know what I needed as far as pleasure, and they would give it to me. So needless to say, it was in the beginning parts of our relationship, so I forgave them. Found out towards the end of our relationship they didn't forgive me, and they even put it in their art. Okay, I should have wrote me a motherfucking poem, song, something too, but we're not gonna go there. Anyway, I can say for me, I didn't mind reassuring the person that I would never cheat on them when I knew we were in a relationship. Because there's stages to dating. I don't know why people don't understand. You're in the talking stage, dating stage, then you declare, boom, we're together, we're exclusive, it's nothing else for me but you. And I just feel like we never gotten to that stage till like 6 months later when we both decided, I'm not going to talk to anybody else, you're not going to talk to anybody else, we together. When that stage of our relationship happened, I wasn't doing anything out of where I felt. And my thing is, if you're so searching through my messages or something like that, I'm not hiding anything from you. I gave you my password, so I know you can see me flirt every now and then or talk to people every now and then. But then again, you're going to old stuff when me and you wasn't officially saying we're together. So that's that. I'm not making any excuses for anything because I feel like this here, I mean, you know, shit happens. It is what it is. Just like in the beginning stages of our relationship, a month in, you decided to basically throw me to the side and do you. Like literally stand me up to do you. And yeah, so I forgave it. I was pissed, but I forgave it, moved forward, didn't take it serious because again, this is fresh on my mind. Like, I don't really take it serious. I just think we having sex at this stage. You know, that's just what it is. You my homie, loving friend. Until I decided that I was loving you and didn't want you to just be homie, loving friend. Moving on. Sometimes a person can forgive it and it still weighs in the back of their head because they're not willing to do the steps it takes to trust you again. Never felt the need to not trust you, even though it was some questionable things that was going on with that particular relationship that I felt like it was more going on than what was meeting the eye at the time. Now that I've healed and I'm in a better situation and things like that, I just realized like people gonna do what people want to do. And like I said the last episode, nobody is really my person until you both decide we're my person, so to speak. So that's that. I'm gonna say this. It's not the fact of not forgiving the cheating, because I've been on the receiving end of cheating. It's not the fact of not forgiving the cheating. It's the fact that you disrespectful with how you do what you do. You bring in the men in my house, or you're doing, F stuff. And I'm the type of person where I've been through a lot in relationships, and I don't blast folks. I feel like, what am I accomplishing doing that? Am I really going to heal from it? Am I really going to forgive the person if I do that? Excuse me. So I'm not the type of person that'll just blast you, if that makes sense. However, I feel like this here, it's easier to forgive you if you're showing signs of you're not ever going to do it again. Or you're going the extra mile to show me that I should trust you. Letting me know your whereabouts. Knowing where you at, where you about to go, things like that. I was willing to do all those things, and I was doing those things, and it still was not enough. So I personally think some people can forgive it and move forward and, try to show you that, hey, I love you and I'm willing to forgive you, but I need for you to do those extra steps to show me that I can trust you. And then you got others that are not capable of it. They can act and pretend like they are, but they're really not capable of it. I personally feel like when it comes to a woman, she's always gonna play the scenarios in her head because it's a part of her that feels like, why would you step out on me? And especially, and this is one thing that women do that I don't know why you ladies do this. You can look at the woman that they cheated on you with, or the man that they cheated on you with, and you try to figure out, like, what is it about them that made them want them over you? So it's a sense of insecurity. And you want to compare, like, I look better than her. I look better than her. I look better than her. Or the mistress or the woman that you're cheating, she will stalk that woman's page and be like, I got something over her, like, I see why he with me, and blah blah blah. Stop that shit. Stop it. Period. It ain't got nothing to do with how she looks. It's something that he's getting from her, or she's getting from her, that, you know, because we don't discriminate over here. Hello. That you're not giving to the relationship, and that's just what it is. I can say on both ends of the spectrum, I can see why men, when women find out that your man cheated on you, this mistress knows everything about you. She knows, that means they've been pillow talking about your ass. So she knows everything about your ass. She know where you work. She know the car you drive. She know where you live. She know that you didn't give him his love language, which is just so happened to be words of affirmation. He needed some more out of you that he wasn't getting, but she was giving him those affirmations, those, ooh, boy, you did it again. You good, daddy. You know, things like that. I just feel like at that point in the relationships, you know, it's more for that man getting something from her that he's not getting from you. And it has nothing to do with how she looks. Because I can say most of the women that I saw I was getting cheated on with wasn't looking like shit. But it was things that they were willing to do sexually that, I'm sorry, I keep trying to tell y'all, even though I'm a part of the LGBTQ community, I am not 50 Shades of Grey. I'm about a good, everybody who know me know, about 15 to 20. There's some freaky things that you just got to do when you would have wanted, if you want to satisfy. I mean, it's just what it is. But I'm just not going to do it with a man. I just feel like some things, men, I'm okay, prime example. The new stuff, I was watching Harlem with with Megan Good and the other young ladies that are on there. And Megan Good basically had just broke up with her man like 3 months prior. And she meets this young guy and she's trying to have sex with him. And this motherfucker get on her bed and lift his legs up and basically exposes his booty hole to her. I'm just going to keep it all the way a buck 1,000. I'm not licking no man butthole. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's just not something that I like or will do, because I just feel like, you know, I'm sorry, fellas, but it's like something about y'all balls and that booty crack that just don't, y'all just don't wipe that ass good enough for all of that. So, I mean, to each his own. I heard, allegedly, Gabrielle Union gives her husband that pleasure. You know, even Monique has talked about it on Queens of Comedy. You know, you give your husband certain pleasures. And if that's one of the pleasures that they want, I'm sorry, not sorry. That's just one of my shades of gray that I'm not. You know, I don't want no grown-ass man perking his ass up in my face. I just not It's not. I ain't going by no sense of the word. I mean, and also, I'm sorry, not sorry. It's parts of me that is very feminine. You know, my femininity runs deep, but I am just not feminine. I'm just not feminine when it comes to my booty. I'm sorry, not sorry. And I know there's some ladies out here that, you know, that's your thing. You know, you put a little money and you do your thing for your husband. God bless you, baby. But this booty right here, I will not get emasculated like that. You heard what I said. Don't touch my booty hole. That it's painful. You know, I ain't gonna say I didn't try. You know, but it's painful to me. It's something that's not pleasurable for me, and I feel like should be pleasurable for both partners. Again, this is not for children. This is not for children. I think that it should be something that's pleasurable for both partners. I've tried these things for pleasure for my partner, but it was never pleasurable for me. So again, in relationships, you will find that it's women out here that is, according to Trick Daddy, they taking the trip. Honey dip, give me a scoop. They taking a ride on the coupe, make you want to shoot. That's not your girl. I'm sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying? And it's just what it is. And if this is something that you're willing to do with your partner, that's your 50 Shades of Grey. Don't talk about my 50 Shades. I ain't with your 50. Don't mess with my 50. You know what I'm talking about? But again, these are some things that they can be getting from a partner that you're just not willing to do. And that's okay. You know. With that being said, so, or it could be, you may not, first of all, especially if you're a working woman, it could be anything while you're the most of the breadwinner, and you just don't have time to stroke your husband's or man's ego all the time, because you're thinking about progressing in life. Or you're thinking like, hey, take some of this load off of me. Come on, somebody. Take some of this load off of me so that I won't have to work so hard or do so hard at what I'm doing. So you can feel overwhelmed and you don't feel the need to have to sit up and do all of that affirming. But I'm here to tell you, you know, it's some women out here that will affirm him right up out your money out his wallet. Okay? So, yeah. So, with that being said, I'm not ever going to act like, oh, I was everything I needed to be. But I'm not going to ever act like I didn't take care of my business or take care of home. And that's something I want to put out there to the women that have been through it. You know, to get rid of your love block so that you can attract the right type of love into your life, you just have to make the conscious decision and the conscious choice to understand that you, my dear, are worth it. You are worth everything that you was not getting in your relationship. Now, I'm not the type of person that I would deny my partner sex. Matter of fact, I have a high sex drive, very much so. But I'm very disciplined person as well. It takes a lot to have self-control when you're as sexual as I am. But I have a lot of it because I had no choice. I didn't want to accumulate a body count. So I wasn't out here. And now, mind you, baby, big as I was, Muggs was still trying to eat from the back, okay? With, okay? I'm just going to keep it $1,000. Never had a problem getting a man or a woman. Never had those issues in my life. You understand me? So with that being said, I was using self-discipline, self-control. I was being celibate within a marriage. So sometimes, and when you find out that they really, and you get to talking to your partner after, you know, y'all can talk about it, and you realize like the person that they were having sex with, they didn't even really like the sex with them. It was just the fact that she was willing to stroke his ego a little more than you was, or whatever the case may be. It will make you be more resentful and not forgive that person for cheating. And it'll make you bring up the hurt constantly. I'm going to say this. If you are not willing to forgive the person you with that cheated on you or did the fuck shit to you, I'm just going to say it for the people in the back. Cut them. Let it go. There's no need to try to stay in relationship with them. There's no need to try to keep it going. Get far away and heal, because that's your only option. Cancers by nature, we are very forgiving people. Sometimes to the fault of ourselves, until our ruling signs, if it's a different sign, kicks in, and then we be like, you know what, look, you too, okay? So if you know you're the type of person that really can't forgive, then stop doing fuck shit to people too. I said it again, I'll say it again before I take it back. Stop doing fuck shit to people too. You out here doing fuck shit knowing you can't forgive anybody. But yet, yeah, stop doing fuck shit, people. Let it go. Let go, let God. So I think personally, a lot of times you really can't forgive cheating. It's like you can get past it. You cannot bring it up anymore. But it will always be in the back of your mind that they were capable of doing this fuck shit that they did to you. And that's just what it is. It will be always in the back of your head. And this is another thing too that makes it hard to forgive. Because a lot of times, what I've noticed a lot of people do, you will do the same type of shit to that person and expect for them to forgive you. But it's like this. And I'm going to say it like this. Let's just say you cut yourself real bad. So bad that you had to go to the doctor to get them to stitch you up. Now, the smart thing would be, don't go back to the same shit that made you cut yourself the way you did. Right? But that thing that you was doing, you determined to go back to doing it, because it could be anything. It could be it's your career, you're a carpenter, and you know shit happens as a carpenter. So you go back to do the same thing because you thinking you're gonna get a different result, and boom, you do the same stupid shit and rip open the sutures. And now the womb is back open. And now you got to go back again, get it sutured. I'm using this analogy to say, you can't keep expecting different results, or the person who cut your ass to be the one who healed your ass. It's not going to ever work like that. It's not. It's either you going to have to eternally look within yourself if you end up staying with that person, to get that what you need, or you're gonna have to just let them go altogether. And stop doing that shit to people. Saying you gonna change, saying you're not gonna do the same thing to them, but then you turn around and you do the same fuck shit to them, and you expect a different result. No, you keep cutting me, and you keep opening the same fucking wound that you're not letting heal. If you're doing the same particular behavior that you was doing before, and now you're doing it again and 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 again, you expect for me to keep forgiving your same stupid bullshit. That's not gonna happen like that. That's not life. That's not reality. Get you a reality check today, okay? With that being said, I just feel like you can forgive cheating if you're mature enough to know People can mature and evolve. However, the person who is the cheater has to do. So with that being said, anything can really be forgivable if you're willing to put in that work to forgive. Now, I'm going to say this. This is not for a random situation. This is stuff that I'm talking about where, you know, you guys have put in some years. Y'all done met when y'all was younger. You know what I'm saying? And now you're both at a place where you're maturing and you're realizing that, you know, yeah, you know, life is life. Okay? Moving on. So that was the topic. Is cheating forgivable? It can be, but again, I'm at a place in my life where now I'm realizing my worth. And that's another thing too. I allowed a lot of things and I forgave a lot of things, but when it came time to show me the same grace, love, and forgiveness, I noticed people didn't do that for me. So now I'm at a place now where, okay, so you didn't think I was worth it, but I felt you was worth it. So now I'm realizing the energy exchange is different. So now that I know that you don't give me the same grace that I gave you, okay, we will no longer be giving that type of grace anymore up over here. So, and I'm at an age now where I feel like whoever I get with, or whoever gets with me, ought to be mature enough to understand that, hey, ma'am and or sir, your ass better have your ish together. Period. Don't come my way unless you ready to be us's and no Moses. That's where I'm at with it. Okay? So let me know. Send in your voicemail. Let me know if you ever been through it and you forgave it and it never happened again, or you forgave it and it was like I said before, they kept reopening the wound, so it felt like you kept going through the same thing over and over again. And another thing too that I noticed, and I know a lot of y'all Christians gonna get mad when I say this, but it's okay to forgive a person and not forget. I was at a place where I was constantly forgiving and forgetting. And so every time it would happen, it was like it was a death all over again. Stop that shit. You got to remember the process and the warning signs of what it looks like so that you won't go through that same fuck shit that you went through before or they sent you through before. So with that being said, don't do that shit. Stop doing that shit. Stop forgiving and forgetting. You ain't Jesus. First of all, you're not Jesus. I'm not Yahshua. And I'm never going to claim to be. So I was trying to live like that. And I would forgive and forget. And oh my God. And it kept happening. And it kept happening. And it kept happening. And it was like it was happening all over again. It was like I was feeling the same feelings I was feeling all over again. And it was nothing that showed me, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying to yourself. Y'all see my book? Y'all go get that book. Amazon, Living a Diamond Life. Period. But anyway, you know, big hair don't care. So that's my thing. You know, you can get to a place where y'all need to stop doing that shit. Like, forgive it. It's okay to forgive it, but forgetting it, it's like it happens all over again. It's like the wounds keep happening all over again. And I'm gonna say this, and when you forget, you miss the warning signs to the bullshit. You miss the warning signs to the shit that they were willing to do or did to you. And so every time you miss the warning signs, you fuck yourself up and you end up being hurt, and it's like, oh my God, it's happening all over again. But in your mind, it's not happening all over again. It's like it's happening for the first time. Stop that shit. You ain't Jesus. I said what I said. I'm not Jesus. I'm not forgetting shit. I'm gonna let you know. I feel like you about to do this stupid shit again. So let me forewarn you. Don't choose not to fuck with me. I'm like Cardi B. Okay? Cardi B said it best. Don't play with me. Be careful with me. You hear me? Like my friend Smiley say, this a death row contract. Don't mess around and get effed up. Now, speaking of death row contract, Plies actually got the death row contract for you out here. So y'all mess around and find out. Mugs ain't playing about their feelings. Hello? Hang around and find out. That's all I'm gonna say. Moving on. So that's my take on the cheating thing. I think it can be forgivable. I just don't think that you need to be practicing the forgetting it. Because you need to be able to know when the warning signs are there. And you need to know that the person that you with is not doing anything again. Because you walking around forgiving and forgetting, and you thinking that those signs of, prime example. Speaking of the situation, like I said, for the first time, I ended up, well, I didn't consider it cheating because I didn't think we were together yet. I just thought we were having fun until we made it official a few months after that. But anyway, I kid you not, I was knocked out asleep. Mind you, they in my ride, and I guess they called me and I missed the call, but I'm knocked out. I'm asleep. They bust in the door. Oh my God, scared the fuck shit out of me. You understand what I'm saying? And they bust in the door like, oh my God, why you didn't answer your phone? And I'm thinking to myself, don't you see I'm asleep? And I've asked you before not to wake me up like that. When you wake women up like that is a civil unrest. And I don't mess with people when they sleep. I try to wake people, especially women. I try to wake them up very gentle because I know understand the anatomy, physiology behind a woman. When we're asleep, our body is restoring certain things like oxytocin, serotonin, things like that. Our hormonal balance is very important for us in our sleep. So when I shock you and wake you up, it's like a pain that can shoot through your body because your body is not adjusting properly because of how you were just shook to wake up. With that being said, this person would do me like this all the time because in their mind, if I'm not answering right away like I normally do, or if I'm not texting back right away, I gotta be doing something. When that's furthest from the truth, I'm just asleep. And you would literally come in and I'm knocked out. They would literally come in and I'm knocked out. And they would be like, oh my God. And then that last time when they did that to me, I was like, okay, enough is enough. I've asked you before not to wake me up like that. Don't ever fucking wake me up like that anymore. Because now you got me at a place where I feel like I have to be on edge because you're waking me up in that way. Do not fucking wake me up like that anymore. Period. That's it. So that was when I think the table started turning for them because they finally realized like they're not taking this off of me anymore. Like, and then that's when I guess, you know, people start falling out of love, whatever the case may be. I'm saying all this to say I'm at a place in my life where I'm not going to use my body as a weapon. And I'm not going to try to get back at you. I'm just going to remove me from the picture because I'm worth it. I know I'm worth it. I'm going to remove me from the fucking picture. I'm fabulous. I'm a great A person. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to say that about yourself. Moving on. So, yes, it can be forgivable. Just don't forget. You need to know the warning signs of what cheating looks like so that you know that it's either happening or not happening. And that's that, you know. Also, make your boundaries clear. When you, and that's one thing that I didn't do as the one who was cheated on. I never made my boundaries clear. I never set an expectation of this is what I'm going to take. This is what I'm not taking off of you. And I think that's where I messed up at. I never made the boundaries clear. Like, this is what I'm willing to take off you. This is what I'm not going to take off you. And we're going to go from there. So now that I'm at that place in my life where, you know, I can forgive you. But let's be clear. If you do this to me again, or you move like this with me again, there won't be no me in your life anymore. And that's where I'm at. Period. I'm going to watch and I'm going to move accordingly. I'm going to watch and I'm going to move accordingly. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm going to watch and I'm going to move accordingly. Period, Pooh. And shout out to MKB Lady. She on YouTube, Instagram too. Me and her just talked via text about this. And like she said, and she made a whole lot of sense. I don't give a F what you out there doing. Just put some respect on my name. And that's where I'm at in my life. I'm not willing to stick around for your BS though. But you're going to put some respect on my name while you out there. Don't be sitting up pillow talking about me to some random. And this know everything in his mama about me and I know nothing about that bitch. Stop that. Stop that. And fellas, stop that. Stop pillow talking about your wives to your significant quote-unquote others. Stop that shit. Stop that. She know too much about you. She know where the girls work. She know what she driving. She know where she live. She know too fucking much because you sit up here, you pillow talking about her. And 9 times out of 10, you lying. Let's just be honest. You lying so that you can, and to the women that are the mistresses and the significant others of these men. 9 times out of 10, baby, you see the same that this lady saying in that man. You see all the shit that she going through and you see the same thing. So why are you believing everything that come out of that person's mouth? Stop that shit. Stop it. Period. It's unnecessary and it's crazy to me. Moving on. So that's my take on it. If you would like to put your 2 cents in there and like to be played on episode 3, make sure that you call 708-824-8348. And we will play you on the next episode. If you have a level of Kutt Em, you're going to go to teamthatgym@yahoo.com and put your level of Kutt Em in. Okay? Now, when it comes to knowing your worth, it's so fucking powerful. I'm going to tell you like this. As I'm in this dating game now, I'm realizing that people will push off how they feel about you onto you. Prime example, I've had people say to me, "You like me, don't you?" I know you liked me. Or, what was another one I heard? "Yeah, I hope you ain't trying to come at me because I'll ghost you." And I'm thinking to myself, sir, I don't give no fuck about you. You do not, I repeat, you do not have to ever ever understand or anything else or think that I want you. Baby, it ain't that. You want me, and you need to man up and say that. And stop thinking that I am personally going to come after you. Fellas, stop that. When you are with or around a true feminine woman, she's not going to come after you. She's not going to chase you. She's doing none of that. You better let her know that you want to put your bid in. Because 9 times out of 10, I saw a meme that's so funny. But it's true. You know how many people are in her inbox telling her how beautiful she is, telling her how pretty she is. You got to do something that stands out and that's totally different. And you thinking that she's supposed to chase you is not the thing. And ladies, stop chasing. Stop that shit. You are the reasons to why real women are having issues out here dating, because you got these men thinking they can just do the bare fucking minimum and it's okay. You cannot just do the bare fucking minimum and think that you're going to get a woman doing the bare minimum. And with that being said, men, when you're dating, and especially, I got a couple of pastor friends, and women, y'all are getting really weird out here. If you call this man dad, bro, of any caliber, do you realize when you finally confess how you feel about them, you are fucking borderline incestuous? You understand me? Because you calling this person dad and bro, but yet you want to be with them. That's the weirdest shit ever. You don't need any more brothers. You don't need any more pastors or fathers. You need a man. Period. And you need not be a part of their congregation to do it. I'm just going to be totally honest. If you got your eyes set on a pastor, it's just my word of advice. Do not go join that man's church, because you become his flock. And he should not be dating or courting his fucking flock. It's just what it is. Period. Now, it's ways you can let that man know you're interested for him to begin to be pursuing you if that's something that he wants to do. But 9 times out of 10, he ain't really wanting to pursue you. Because if he do, he's still a man. He knows what it takes to get your attention. And it damn sure ain't you calling him bro, calling him dad, or making that man your pastor. Because his obligation is your soul at that point, and not being your man. So stop that. Don't go join his church. Don't be calling him bro. Don't be calling him dad. And if you can help it, don't make him your shepherd. Because that's incestuous. Do you understand that? Stop that shit, ladies. And I know it's true, because I was with a pastor. And I had women, single women in my face, not speaking to me, not trying to talk to me so that they can go after my husband at the time. You are some real ratchet hoes out here. Ooh, and a church hoe is a sneaky hoe. You will be lifting up holy hands right next to that woman, fucking on her husband. Y'all is so out of order for some of the stuff you women pull out here. And to the women that really genuinely are good women and you looking for a good man, baby, you do not want to sign up for the life of being a pastor's wife. It takes more than wearing your church lady hat, smiling at everything while he preaching, making sure you looking poised. It takes way more than that. You are not even ready for the amount of warfare that it takes to be with a fucking pastor. And let's be clear to the pastors that's out there letting these women disrespect your motherfucking wife, and then you all of a sudden don't want to know why. Oh my God, I don't know why she divorced me after all these years. First of all, you were giving more attention to these single women going to be their every damn thing and not taking care of home. And if my love language is you spending time with me, I don't give a fuck if you ain't cheated on me. If my love language is you spending time with me, but you too busy spending time with everything other than me, eventually my love is going to be very, very low. And I'm not going to feel love. So guess what I'm going to do in the process? I'm going to get rid of you. And that has been what's been transpiring. Women have been getting rid of what, quote unquote, is their husbands, because it's like you got more time, more affection, more attention towards church folk. But you don't have the same time for me as your wife. Okay, play with it if you want to. These women are getting out here and they're realizing, I don't want that. I don't want to keep begging for your time. I don't want to keep begging for your affection. I need love. I need affection too. And especially if you were a woman and her love language just so happened to be just like yours, physical touch, but at a different way. If you're never home to give me those feels and touches, but you can be out there giving everybody else hugs and laying hands and carrying on. Bruh, if you don't come lay hands on me, you better. And if I gotta keep begging for that, then what are we doing? Why are we here? Why are we together? And a lot of times men love language is acts of service, physical touch. So you think you loving her because you loving her from your angle of love, but you're not really loving her from the proper angle, because hers can actually just be, baby, I need a couple of physical, some physical touch, quality time in communication, or it's quality time and spending time, but you don't have time because you out here doing everything other than spending time with her. Huh? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If I feel like, and I'm a loner, I love alone time. I regroup with my alone time. I am the type of person where if I'm dating you and you got a 1-bedroom or a studio, I will go sit in the bathroom on the motherfucking toilet. I said what I said, my throne. I will go sit on the toilet by myself to regroup for an hour or two. I ain't doing nothing. I just need time by myself just to get me together, get my mentals together. Then I can be all I can be for you in the army. So if I feel like, and with that being said, if I feel like I'm begging for your time, if I feel like I'm begging you to touch me, if I feel like I'm begging you to, be there for me, then what am I doing? What are we doing? It don't make sense. Make it make sense. So a lot of women are getting to the place where they're realizing, I don't really want that in my mate or relationship. And then a lot of times we don't know how to communicate properly too. We blow up, want to go off, want to fuss, want to fight, want to cuss each other out. So now we're pissed off at one another and we're not really effectively communicating. And one thing about me is I try my best to stay either cold or warm. I don't have an in-between, so I try to stay calm at all times. When you take me livid there, it's hard for me to see anything other than red. So that's why most times I'm trying to be as quiet as possible so I can digest what it is you're saying so that I can act accordingly. Am I perfect? No. Do I go off? Yes. But I'm learning to not hit below the belt in my arguing. I argue with purpose, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to call you out your name. I'm not going to cuss you out. I'm just going to basically go off and say my piece about it, but I'm not going to hit you below the belt, call you out your name, things like that. Because I want you to hear what I'm saying. And I'm at a place where, thank you for an open throat chakra. I'm at a place where I'm not going to hold my tongue because you cry. Or I'm not going to hold my tongue because you're emotional. That don't mean anything to me anymore. Because I did that before and it got me nowhere. It had me losing what I thought was love, but it didn't do anything for me. And you intimidated me and made me shut the F up, but didn't want to call me the gaslighter and the narcissist. So now I'm at a place where I say it like I mean it, but I do it in as much love as possible. And if I scream at you, I care. Let me just be honest. If I scream at you, I fucking care about you, yo. And that's just what it is. Like, people I don't give a fuck about. I ain't yelling. I ain't arguing back with them. I'm just looking at them like, yeah, whatever. Is this going to be done or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing here? Like, but if I'm like, you get me to a point of a heated argument. Now, I'm the type too now. I know this could be toxic. This is me just being honest. It could be a little toxic. But if you start an argument with me and you ain't making up the proper way, that means giving me some of that good. Why you arguing with me? And I thirst. Why are you arguing with me, yo? Don't argue with me. I don't want to hear that shit. My thing is, at the end of beginning of the day, you gotta love on me, and loving on me is physical touch. I like to be touched. If you ain't gonna give me none of that, then shut the fuck up while we argue. I don't care, man, woman, boy, whatever. That's just how I am. I'm not saying it's right, but that's just how I am. Let me know that you still love me. You gotta touch me a little bit. Now, if I'm talking to you about something serious and you basically are quote unquote touching me, then you're trying to get me not to say what I'm saying. And then to me, that becomes toxic behavior, and I don't want any parts of it from that point, because I feel like then you're trying to play in my face, and that is not what we gonna do. We not gonna play in Miss Trey. Facts. Period. Poof. Moving on. So, I said all that to say, y'all know the wine is, yeah. Y'all see it? Y'all gonna go get that now. Now, the Sutter Home has a lemonade one too. And again, this is not endorsement. This is just me letting y'all know what wine to get it in your life. Okay. I want to talk about a love 'em and a cut 'em really quickly. Okay, let's go. All right, love 'em or cut 'em. Oh, this is from the fellas. Okay, the fellas been really sending them. Okay. Hey, Miss Trey. This is bittersweet. I lost what I think is the love of my life. I basically, you gonna be so mad at me for saying this, but I slept with her best friend. Fuck niggas say what? I'm sorry, excuse me. Moving on. I slept with her best friend. And me and her broke up 5 years ago. And I've been calling her nonstop. But she will not return any of my calls. She has now gotten to a point where she has blocked me. And I don't know what to do. I really miss her. Like, she is magical. She looks so happy in her life. Yes, I've been stalking her social media. She looks very happy in her life. And I don't know if she's seeing someone or not. I want to know, should I keep trying to call her, email her or something so I can get in touch with her? Or should I let her go and enjoy her life? Should I love her or should I cut her? Dante, since you gave me your name. Sir, she cut you. So ain't no such thing as could you love her or cut her. She cut your ass already. And furthermore, if she's blocked you, she's done. Stop chasing her. Don't even pursue her. First things first, I'm going to say this. Forgive yourself for what you did. And I know a lot of women going to be so mad at me for saying this, but forgive yourself for what you did. It sounds like you really are sorry for what you did to her. So forgive yourself for what you did to her. Next. With that being said, you have to get to a point too where you are walking through healing, so when it comes to your next relationship, you won't make the same fuckboy mistake that you made with this particular young lady, so that you can live a happy life with someone else. There is happiness after you fuck up, but the key is you have been punished by losing what you thought was the love of your life. Like you said, she's happy. Let her move forward and on with her life. But you can still find happiness. The key is you cannot do the same stupid shit that you did with her. So with that being said, you have to move on and forward. And the way to move on and forward is forgiving yourself first. You made the wrong choice. You did fuck shit to her. It's not her obligation to forgive your fuck shit. Now, I don't know the full story. I don't know what you did. But if you fuck that girl's best friend, she don't want no parts of you. Now, if it was a stranger, you might could have got back in. But you fucked the girl's best friend. And to the best friend, bitch, you ain't it. Period. I said what I said. But you know for sure that she don't want any parts of you. You mess with the girl's best friend. Whatever is missing inside of you as a man. Because first of all, that's another thing too. That men, y'all got to get in tune with your star player. You can't be out here doing shit to women and expecting they supposed to forgive you for the fuck shit that you did. But you must forgive yourself. Okay? Second, take some time. I was telling a friend of mine this the other day. The most powerful thing you can do is disappear for a year. 6 months to a year. Come back transformed, where don't nobody even know who the F you are anymore. Meaning you have came out of agreement with whatever the fuck you was missing that made you go and mess with, quote unquote, the love of your life best friend. That is some fuck shit. Now that is going too damn far. You was wrong as hell, and the friend, but you was worse. First of all, I have an ultimate rule as a woman. I will never, ever, and even if I dated you once, I'm not fucking with nobody that's your friend. I'm not fucking with nobody that's an acquaintance of yours. Because 9 times out of 10, you already, no. I don't do that. I live by a rule. I live by the girl code. You understand me? Once yours, always yours to me. I'm not fucking with your ex, your man, your whatever. I don't roll like that. And a lot of women out here rolling like that, and that shit starting to bother me, yo. Bother my soul, yo. Y'all bother my soul. Y'all gotta stop that fuck shit. I don't roll like that. If you my sister chick, my girl chick, my friend, my bestie, my sis, I'm not fucking with nothing you dated. I don't give a fuck how fine he is, whatever the case may be. To me, he ain't fine. I don't even see how he look. Shout outs to Diamond Thing, Miss Diamond Thing. I was a part of a social club, and I remember I was asking one of my social club sisters at the time, my VP, how this guy I wanted to talk to looked. And she told me flat out, I don't see how he looked. She said, and if any woman you roll with see how your husband look or anybody you dating look, that bitch wants your man. I'm going to give you that priceless advice. Huh? If she can see how he look, that bitch wants your man. Sir, you fucked up. You ain't getting that lady back. Move on. And another thing that I'm having an issue with that borderline feeling a little narcissistic about you is that you feel like for some reason you got the audacity to think you can get her back. You done wrote into a whole motherfucking show about getting this woman back. You're not getting her back. You cheated with her best friend. You did the ultimate screw up or fuck ups you can do by cheating with this girl's friend. And another thing, fellas, stop that shit. If a woman was I don't give a fuck if this bitch is a co-worker or acquainted with, do not do that. That is the worst thing you can do. That will fuck you will never get that woman back. If you ever want that woman, she will never see you the same. Never see you the same. Never want any parts of you ever again. You will be scum between her motherfucking toes. Ain't that what Alfalfa said on Little Rascals? You will be scum between her motherfucking toes. You will be the shit on the bottom of her motherfucking shoe. She ain't gonna want no parts of you or that, because that is the ultimate betrayal. Not just from you, but from the friend. And not only did this woman suffer a loss of her friend, now she suffered the loss of her man too. Oh, my dude, she don't want no parts of you. She don't want you. She don't want you. She don't want you. She don't want you. You might as well forgive yourself. Get some counseling, because it sounds like you're a little narcissistic. But anyway, if you would like to be on Love 'Em or Kutt Em, all you have to do is send your Love 'Em or Kutt Em to teamthatgym@yahoo.com. If you would like to weigh in on the Love 'Em or Kutt Em and give me your take on it, call in at 708-824-8348, and we most definitely will play your voicemail on the show. Basically, you weighing in on the Love 'Em or Kutt Em. Listen, guys, thank you so much again for tuning in. If you get a chance and you would like to bless the show, keep these good shows coming, cash out your girl $2 and you'll get a shout out. Cash out your girl $22 and you will get that book there and a sleeper. Okay? Listen, Diamond Squad up. This is your girl, Miss Trey That Gym. Thanking you as always for tuning in on a Thursday. If you get a chance, I need you to do me a biggest favor ever. I need you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow your girl on Twitter and Instagram at ThatGymENT or at Miss Trey That Gym. Inbox me some topics. We most definitely can talk about it. And if you would like to be a guest on the show, make sure to email teamthatgym@yahoo.com and we will most definitely have you on the show as well. This has been another episode of the Diamond Cut coming back to you. Have joy, love, and be empowered in the 2023. You be blessed. Mwah.